It's loading.
How's it going, everybody? Today I got another match from my locals. On the left, we got a returning Trafalgar Law player, and on the right, we have a Charlotte Linlin, aka Big Mom. So it looks like the Trafalgar Law is going to start off by playing I forget that guy's name. I'm not even going to try. He can rest himself to play a red 1-drop, and then Beige Capone. So it looks like the Big Mom player is going to go to 3. Looks like the Law player let the Big Mom player go first, which is usually, you don't want the yellow decks to go second so they can not Big Mom on curve. She's going to swing 7 at the Law player and then drop a pudding. Search top 4. Looking at her hand, looking at what she wants to take. Well, I saw Shirahoshi and then a Charlotte Pudding. So she probably needs a 2k counter. I'm guessing that she doesn't have a lot of counter power in hand. Pudding. They're debating if you can grab Pudding off of Pudding. It looks like you can't. So she just says, okay, I'll grab Streusen. Just another 2k counter. I don't think the Pudding matters. That Pudding, I think I've seen maybe 1 be played in the last, 5 weeks that this game's been played. So he's going to drop 2 of the starter deck Namis and play another starter deck Nami off of the other dude. Pay 2 and bounce back the guy and bring out a Law. And he's explaining what he's doing. He's grabbing one of the Namis to play a Zoro, and he's going to swing 5 at the Big Mom. Some of the life is off screen. She's going to take it. And then he's going to put 2 on his leader and swing 7. Man, that's a pretty aggressive start for the Law player. So the yellow player gets the Charlotte Parasparrow, which, that's kind of the game plan, is just hope your life is good. I like the Charlotte Linlin better than Katakuri though. Just my playstyle, seeing, you can kind of manipulate their life and get some fun stuff off of there. A little more variety. They're both super good. Yellow is a phenomenal color. So it looks like the Big Mom player is going to swing 7 at the Rush Zoro. The Law player is going to give her a blocker. That's fine. Probably better to keep them, especially with how gross that board is. So she's going to load up 7 on the Parasparrow and swing at the Zoro. He's debating if he wants to take it or not. So he lets the Zoro go. 3 bodies on field. And it looks like the yellow player plays another pudding. That's pretty, not a bad start for going first. You got a Parasparrow out of life, drew 2 puddings, so you keep searching for the things you need. Pretty good. Also dropping 3 Namis on that turn and using that one dude's effect. I need to look up that dude's his name. I know the effect. I know exactly what the card looks like. Probably do a good rough sketch of it. But if you ask me his name, then that's when I'm in, deep water. So the Law player is going to go to 6 Dawn, pay 1, and then pay another 1 to rest his Winter Bonnie. To grab a Zoro, because it's a Supernova. Doesn't matter the color on Bonnie. Bonnie is probably the best searcher in the game, because you can redo it, and you can get cards outside of the color pie. He's going to drop his other Nami. We saw get bounced back for the Law, and then he's going to swing 5 with his leader at the Linlin. She's deciding if she wants to take it. Oh, it looks like it was at the Parasparrow. So the Linlin's going to get more hand filtering. She's going to get the Rush Katakuri from the Structure deck, which is a pretty good card. So the Law player is going to swing 8, 9 at there. Use the Thunderbolt to kill it. He was probably going to use that to restand. Use the restand Law. Looks like he drops that 1-drop dude again, bounces the Bonnie to play the Rush Zoro, gets a 2k counter out of the Big Mom's hand, and then he's going to pass turn. Big Mom player is at some amount of Dawn, a handful. We'll call that a handful. So that's kind of what it seems like. Excuse me, I had to burp. I'm going to probably edit that in post. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave that in, get the full cut. So she's going to spread out that handful of Dawn. Now we can count it. Looks like 7 Dawn. That's right, the Law player did make the yellow player go first. So they're sitting back and forth, talking about all those winter Namis and, asking, did you buy kits? Did you win those? But the The Law player's a really good player. Probably won some of them, bought one of them. Maybe one was from me. I don't know. I usually sell my winner cards. Not worth it in the beginning. Unless it's green. I'll keep green cards. I do like my green alts. So she's going to load up 2 on the Charlotte Lin, attack the Zoro. He's going to say, sure, take it. Can't see what life the Lin player's at. I apologize for that. Looks like 2. So she's going to use Lin's effect, bring the card to hand, and then put another one down there. Now, the question is it a Thunderbolt? I think you always have to assume that it's a Thunderbolt with this leader. Thunderbolt coming down, killing your guys. She's going to continue to think, grab some Dawn, grab 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. 3 on the, okay, 3 on the pudding. Swings for 5. He takes it. There's 4 cards on the field, 3 in hand. So he wants to be able to, you want to be able to get that advantage off of your leader. But you know, you don't always have to do it. Dagura. Okay, that's his name. So he's swinging Dagura at pudding. He's going to play that Bonnie down, pay 2, essentially to play and pay. Oof, that's a fun one. So he's going to look at the top 5. He's going to dance with that 1 card. He's going to tap it. He's thinking about taking it. Probably going to take that card right there. Yep, that one. That's your Trafalgar Law. I feel like Law decks really want to see that Law, or it's just, the deck's just not fun. So he's going to use Nami, put 2 under his leader, swing 7. He's like, it's probably a Thunderbolt, so you can, yep, it's a Thunderbolt. So she gets rid of one of the Namis. I probably would have gotten rid of the Bonnie, but who knows. So he plays a Chopper, still has 5 Dawn, so he can bounce the Dagura to play the 5-drop Law, potentially bounce back to Nami and do some other stuff. So he bounces back to Nami, plays the Rush Luffy, swinging for 9, just like he did to me that one time with Film Kid. Could have gotten out of it. So she uses that one option that gives you 10 or 5,000 power. I don't know the name of that one either, but I know what it does. Just like Dagura, I could sketch it out. But if you told me the name, you know, if you held a sword to my neck and you were like, what's the name of this card? I'd be like, just go ahead and chop me, man. Let's not waste our time. I know you have things to do. And I have things to do, I guess, like getting my head chopped off and dying. So they're both gonna think. Charlotte Lin's a very think deck. Yeah, it'll take a lot of time to think. So she is at 9 Dawn. She can't Big Mom. And the Law has been definitely given the pressure. If I was the Big Mom player, probably swing that pudding at Dagura. Oh, she must have heard me. Damn, let me be quiet. So she swings the pudding at Dagura, gets rid of it. Yeah, he's probably like, yeah, he's served his purpose. You know, done all that he can really do or see you doing, and got a lot of mileage out of it. So still at 9 Dawn, what does she want to do? Does she want to use Lin's effect? Does she want to dance with that 1 Dawn with that Chopper sleeve? She puts 1 on the leader, swings 6 at the Luffy. He gives her a 2k, the Yamato, and then she's going to pay 8 for the Katakuri and put the pudding face up in her life. So yeah, I really like how Katakuri leader wants you to play Big Mom on curve, and Lin is just kind of, I'll play my Katakuri on curve. So the Law player uses the Bonnie to grab a killer off the top for 5. Points at the 2 Namis. Say they use the effect, swing 7 at the Lin. Depends if she wants to put the Bonnie in hand or try to protect. So she gives him 2 2k counters. So that means her hand must be full of 2k counters. It's kind of rough, but we'll see. She also has to deal with that leader, that Luffy. So he's gonna swing 6 with Nami, another 2k, 6 with Luffy. Takes the hit, pays 2, bounces the Nami to play the Law, bounces the Bonnie to play the killer and puts 1 Dawn on her and passes. I'm not going to say what the Law player should have done because honestly, man, I don't know Law that well. That I've played it, the deck's fun, but am I an expert at it? No. Now, am I an expert at kid decks? Come talk to me, maybe, but probably not. I'm not an expert at it. Not even an expert at commentating. I don't know what I'm doing on this microphone and this film equipment. I should probably, join the workforce. Maybe the army, enlist or something. Not like any big wars going on right now. But I don't know. Kind of getting older up there. So she plays the Charlotte Pudding. She looks at the top 4, deciding what to get. She grabs the Brulee, puts the Brulee in hand, and then she's got all 10 of her Dawn. Doesn't look like she's gonna Big Mom. I don't know if it would really help that much using the Big Mom right now. So she's got that 8k body. She'll probably want to swing at that Luffy, but he's got 3 blockers on the field, and one of which will let him draw a card. But it's inevitable. You gotta swing and start getting rid of the field. So yeah, she heard me again and attacks the Katakuri attacks the Luffy, and then he blocks it with the killer. And yeah, draws a card off of it. So she's gonna pick up her Dawn. It's gonna foil, it's gonna shine, it's gonna bling. She's gonna decide. Looks like grabbing the 4. She probably wants to play that rush. Katakuri in her hand, maybe to go after the Luffy. That's a play. I mean, you gotta start messing with gotta start taking things off on the board, and the sooner you get rid of that Luffy. I mean, so you got the Brulee in hand off the wife, and you can't play it with that Luffy. I mean, you can, but you gotta block with it preemptively, which kind of feels bad. You want to use it to save that last hit. So she's gonna smack those down under Charlotte Linlin, swing 7 at the Luffy, pick up her life, and put down 1 over there in the very edge where we can barely see it. He gives her the Chopper. Chopper's dead. So now she's gonna decide if she wants to put it all under Pudding. Well, she just played the Pudding. Yeah, so Charlotte, she's gonna look at the life. I don't know what that was. It looked green. She's gonna put it at the bottom, so it must have been something she doesn't want. Then we see a head come into frame. She's going to put 1 under the Katakuri, swing 7 at the Luffy, make that trade for the Law. Do you want to give me the Law, a 2k counter, or the Luffy? Either of those would be fine. Probably not the 2k. Probably want to get rid of those things on board that are threatening lethal right now. So a lot of players thinking about it. I saw him grab 2 cards. Probably means he doesn't have a 2k in hand. Probably just 2 1ks. He gives her the Law. See, I probably would have given 2 1ks, but yeah, then I probably would have just died. But now he can just load up his leader and load up Luffy. Seems pretty good. But a lot of players will never be tempted by that fate. They've always got to keep doing Law things. He's going to play the Jeweler Bonnie, grab the Restand Law. Ooh, that's bad news bears for the Charlotte Linlin player. Pays the 1 for the other Nami. What's he gonna do here? Paying 2 for the killer, so now he can shamble him. He's gonna swing 5. She's gonna give him a 2k counter. It might be a little bit of a play mistake, because if that was a Thunderbolt, I would have taken that hit and got rid of that Luffy, and then just, you would have had a suck ass turn. So he's swinging 11 with the Luffy. Even if it's a Thunderbolt now, you just kill that Luffy and, lock it up. But it might not be a Thunderbolt. If it is, I'm going to be real sad. But if it isn't, I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, that's fair. Oh, it was a blocker. But he's just going to bounce a Nami. Play the Restand Law, swing. Brulee doesn't matter. That's GG's right there. Really close game with the Linlin and the Law player, both good players. Guys, if you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channels, I'll love you forever, or maybe just as long as I keep continuing YouTube. But in my old age, I'll remember you because you subscribed. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Peace.